This is Shannon and Friends. Webcast, podcast, voiceover, and more. ShannonNFriends.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shannon and Friends, the video edition. I've been hosting a podcast for a few years, and I figured it would be, a little bit more exciting to put a camera in the closet, invite my friends over, and see how it goes. So, my first guest in the closet today is someone you may have seen on a stage many times all throughout Indianapolis. He is no stranger to the stage. He is my friend. Welcome to the closet, Bradley Lowe.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. How do you like being in the closet?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, you've been in my closet before.
About a year ago. Yeah.
We can't tell you those stories. That's a whole different podcast. But I just want to say thank you for being on the first video edition of Shannon and Friends. And I had a chance to see you today, and I'm so excited about it. I want to tell everyone about it. You are currently starring in Driving Miss Daisy at Carmel Community Playhouse. And tonight was opening night. Such a fantastic show. Like, seriously. He made me cry.
Oh.
You made me cry.
Oh, I love that.
So thank you for being willing to kind of be a guinea pig on this first edition of this. This could be the first one. It could be the last one, but we'll see how it goes. So now I want to talk to you about the role that you play. You play Hoke Colburn.
I do.
The chauffeur, yes. Made very famous by
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yes. What was it like stepping in to that kind of iconic role? Because that's a really big movie. It won the Oscar for Best Movie, and it won, Jessica Tandy won an Oscar for that as well. So what was it like stepping into that kind of iconic role for you?
It was nerve-wracking. I just wanted to do it justice because it's such a beautiful story, and their friendship is so beautiful, and I just had to have the role, and I was going to make them give me the role. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but you liked it, so that helps.
I did. So what enticed you to that role?
Actually, last year, when they announced the season, I always look to see if there's black roles. And I saw that they were doing it, and I remember telling my grandma about it, and she was like, that's going to be good. And as you know, my grandma passed away in October.
So you dedicated
I did dedicate the show to her.
Yes.
She's my Daisy. And I just had to do it. And so I was even more determined after she passed. I was like, I've got to do this now. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, if no one's ever seen the movie or don't know what the story's about, to give a little summary for those watching.
It is about an elderly Jewish lady in the South that is no longer able to drive, and her son forces her to have a chauffeur, and he hires an elderly black man to be her chauffeur, and they don't like each other at first, and they slowly start to be really good friends and start to learn how to live with each other.
Yeah. And
by the end, spoiler alert, they have a really beautiful friendship.
And that's the part that just made me. It made me cry. It gave me all the feels. It's the unexpected relationships.
Yeah.
You know, the friendships that you wouldn't normally think would go together.
Yeah. Hoke is a part of the family by the end. At the very beginning,
but they find common ground.
The son doesn't want to pay attention to Hoke, and by the ending, they are, he's just as much part of the family as the son is. So it's really awesome.
What's the reward for you in this show? And what I mean by that is, often if I do a show, I always say the reward is the applause at the end, but I think it's deeper for me than that. The reward is often the message or the theme of the show that means a lot to me, that I want to put out there. So what's the message or the theme for you that means a lot?
You don't see a lot of shows that don't have a romantic story somewhere in there, and the reward for me is just hopefully portraying the role and giving it justice, but the reward is just how beautiful their friendship is at the end. I just love that moment where she says, "You're my best friend." Every night it chokes me up.
What is the difference between the stage version and the movie version? What can people expect to see if they come and see your show on stage?
Yeah, it's a lot more raw. It's just three people. There's no Patti LuPone character or
keep your cell phones if you no.
Yeah, right. There's just the three. There's just Booley, Daisy, and Hoke, and so it's a quick story. It's very quick, and it goes over 25 years. So. You can expect it to be a fast story. Like you saw it tonight. It's maybe 2 hours after the intermission, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
But it moved along very quickly. It moved along steadily, and it held my attention. And so really funny too. Like
Yeah,
I didn't realize it had so many funny. I didn't remember that from the movie part of it that it was that funny. So
a lot of people said that tonight. There is a lot of humor to it, just because I mean they are an elderly opposite too. So there's a lot of humor to them trying to understand each other, and I love that about it. In the movie, I think they really play up the drama, where in the play, it's very much so. There's the dramatic moments, but there's a lot of like funny moments to it, and I love the hearing people laugh at the jokes.
Yeah,
I love that.
you have a different voice in this show. And I said that to him. The minute I saw him after the show, I was like, who is that on stage? I was like, that's not the Bradley Lowe that I've seen before. This is like it was just fabulous. It was so different than what I've ever seen you do.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? How did you find that?
Part of like wanting to be believable in the role, and wanting to age up, I just imagine a deeper voice, and I try to play with his voice getting deeper as the show progresses too. But the southern accent, and then getting down there, and just gotta be deep, and gotta be, and that sounds a lot more country than Hoke does. But it's just it just came out one night.
Well, it's such a delicious show, and I hope that those of you who are watching right now, if you have the opportunity and some time, I highly recommend you come up here to Carmel and take a look at this show called Driving Miss Daisy. Before we end this little video, I want to share a little bit more about my friend Bradley. So I figured I'd ask him a whole bunch of questions real quick, just so you get to know a little bit more about my special friend. This is a little thing I call what you might like to know about Bradley Lowe.
I love it.
Okay, so we're going to go through these kind of rapidly fast. What's your full name?
Bradley Allen Lowe.
Who calls you Brad?
My mom and most of my family and any of my high school friends.
What was your very first show that you were in?
Big the Musical.
Ooh.
Off of the
Yeah,
Tom Hanks movie.
Sure. What do you do to relax?
Sleep. I love sleep. I love sleep so much.
Love to sleep. Current show that you're binge watching?
Ooh, I'm rewatching Chewing Gum. It's on Netflix, and it's a BBC show, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I'll have to check that
You
out.
need to watch it.
Now, you said in your bio for this show that this is a dream role. Is this the epitome of a dream role, or is this one of your dream roles?
It's one of my dream roles.
Okay.
But it is definitely a dream role, and I love that I'm playing it so young, because I can probably pull it out a few thousand more times, hopefully, if people let me play the role.
Fill in the blank. I love...
Theater.
Perfect. What's a question you always get asked?
Well, that's a great question. I get asked if it's hard being black on stage. Hard to find roles. I get that a lot. I'm like,
How do you answer that?
No, if people will cast me, I'll take it.
What food can you not get enough of?
Pickles.
Oh, yes.
Pickles.
You like the juice.
Pickle juice, pickles, yes.
What would be the title of a musical about your life?
Random, the musical.
Random. Roundabouts are...
Complicated?
What's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie?
Ooh, Morgan Freeman. Who is he again? No, probably Driving Miss Daisy. Even though I think he kind of plays a stereotypical role. Give me there.
Besides Driving Miss Daisy, what's been one of your favorite roles to date?
Paul in 6 Years of Separation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You were fantastic. Last question. No, actually, 2 more questions. Superpower you'd like to have?
Invisibility.
Okay. I think I would... Well, yeah, I was going to say flying, but I think invisibility would be much better.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And what inspires you?
What inspires me?
Yeah, or inspires or motivates you?
Money. No.
Look at you staring at the money.
Right. I'm for hire. Just life in general. My family inspires me a lot.
Yeah, you have a strong family.
I have a strong family. Yeah. They inspire me a lot.
That's fantastic. Well, Bradley, thank you so much for coming into the
Thank
closet
you
with
for having me.
Yeah, sharing a little bit about what you're doing in your life, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Love it.
Those of you watching right now, I really encourage you to check out Driving Miss Daisy. It's at Carmel Community Players. And if you'd like more information about tickets, pricing, times, dates, this was opening weekend. It runs for three more weekends. You can visit their website at carmelplayers.org. Again, that's carmelplayers.org. And we hope to see you there. All right. And also, keep listening or watching for another Shannon and Friends. I have no idea who's going to be next. I have no idea who's going to pop out of the closet. It might be even you. So keep your eyes tuned right here for another Shannon and Friends. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Shannon and Friends, where we get into the details of people's lives. Check out more at ShannonNFriends.com.
Whew, it's hot in this closet.